So tell me about what you've done to this aircraft.
Oh my goodness. So let's high level. We took off a piston motor, put on a Pratt & Whitney PT6. We went from about 250 horsepower to 680. What is unique that I always forget to mention, people, but if I'm just me in the plane and light fuel, I am just over 1-to-1 thrust to weight, so I have more thrust than I do weight of the aircraft. We changed the wing. I made it my own airfoil. I added 35 square feet when I built my new wing, but that should only have slowed my stall speed 10 miles an hour based on wing area and wing loading. But the airfoil shape I created actually lowered my stall speed over 20 miles an hour. So if someone would have said, do you think you could get 20 miles an hour slower on a plane that grosses out at 4,000 pounds, I'd have said no way. And so I got a little bit of luck in there. I have my fuel. Part of my fuel is right here. That's all fuel. This has a pickup at the bottom. This makes sure that all the air works up to the wing. It still acts as one tank, the wing and the gear together. But the pickup being down here, it's like a giant funnel. I can be at any attitude, straight up, inverted, and I can't get air into the fuel system. And when I get low on fuel, I can run it to the bottom. But in competition, like yesterday, what's nice is it takes the weight that's way over top of your fulcrum moment for pivot. So when you hit the brakes, usually the fuel in the wing tries to throw you over the top and tip it over. This one, the weight's on the underside, so when you hit the brake, it actually squats the aircraft rather than pivots the aircraft. This is unique. A lot of people want to know what that is. I actually machined a giant end rib out of solid billet aluminum that's inside there. It ties into the front spar, the main spar, the rear spar. This carbon fiber component goes up into and it locks into the main. And what it does is if I, heaven forbid, ground loop my aircraft, may I never use this and it be a complete waste of weight. I changed the horizontal, enlarged it, changed the rudder, I enlarged it, adjusted control surfaces, added more notches of flaps and different positioning for the way I like to fly. I tore out 100% of everything in the plane, every wire, every component that was in there, threw it away, and I put in all new avionics, autopilot it's never had, all glass cockpit. I put in all new interior. I put in night vision cameras so I can fly into the backcountry at night, and then I put airliner lights on it out of 737s, and I put on backup camera and FLIR. So I kind of tried to just accessorize it with a lot of things that add weight, but fortunately not too much because I still did okay.
That's right. Well, you got enough horsepower to overcome that.
Yeah, I think what I needed to do was to make up for my flaws in talent of flying and just put raw, brute horsepower behind it.